Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Titleless Musings, and today I have another birthday spread for you in my K-pop journal. So this time it is Sunoo's birthday, and I am making a very different spread. At the start of the year, when I'd made Jungwon's birthday spread, I'd made a comment about trying to keep the kind of collage style for all the birthday spreads this year, and that absolutely is still the goal and is still what I did here. I actually ended up making a spread for Jay's birthday this year that I didn't post on YouTube. I had posted a video for Jay's birthday spread, but then I also made just like one in my personal journal just to kind of commemorate it because I had some time. I thought it would be fun. And I decided to do like confetti almost on his spread. So I used a circle stencil and I would draw these circles just on the edge of all the pages. And then I'd fill them in with like every color of the rainbow basically. I'll put a picture on screen here. I was going to post it to my community tab, but I never got around to it. But I'll put a picture on screen of how I did Jay's, and you can kind of see that I basically did the same thing, but for Sunoo's. I really loved that though. That was definitely one of those spreads where I was sitting there after annoyed at myself because I was like, man, this is like such a great example of my artistic talent, and I didn't even demonstrate it on YouTube. I just did it in my journal. So instead of just being sad that you guys didn't get to see it, I thought I would do a mock-up of it for Sunoo's birthday. Now, I still keep with the kind of collage spread, so like don't think if you're watching this like Titleless you said you were going to do a one theme, what is this? I do still stick with the collage theme. Do not worry, do not fret. I still use all of the season's greetings pictures that I said I was going to use for all the boys this year. I also still use like my Lomo cards. I have a ton of Lomo cards now, so like some of them I know that I probably won't necessarily use anywhere else, particularly for the ones of each individual member. Even the J ones, as much as I do use those to kind of, introduce like a new journal on like the page about, if you find my journal, please return. I still don't use even J Lomo cards that much. So putting them on birthday spreads is such a great way to use them to make sure they don't go to waste. And yeah, I loved using them on this spread. I love this spread overall. I'm kind of tempted to just do this spread for the rest of the boys for the year because I love the way this looks. I'm so proud. I've had a circle stencil for forever, but I was like cleaning my desk out the other day and I found it and I was like, wow, I haven't used this in years. So I decided to do it here. Now, I do want to say, I know that the black marker looks streaky. I know it does. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it looks so bad on camera. It definitely looks streaky in person, but the kind of color grading that I do to it makes it look horrendous. So I'm sorry if it's just like super duper ugly on camera. I promise it actually does look better than that in person. And you'll see here what I'm going to do in a minute. And what I did on Jay's spread was I did like a, what do you call it, spotlight kind of effect. So that's what I'm going to do around the Happy Sunoo Day, and then it just makes everything pop out from the black background. You could, if you were doing this and you had more patience than I do, you could probably just put like black construction paper over it, mark out each individual circle, and then use like an X-Acto knife to cut around it. That would get away with some of the streakiness. But I don't really have a lot of black paper, and I also just really wasn't feeling like doing that. I wanted to make it as close to the original spread as possible, but I love this spread so much. I'm so proud of this. I sometimes go back to my old journal, because I've finished that journal since I made the spread, but just to look at the J birthday one I did, I was so irritated when I did it. I was like, wow, this is so much better than the one I put on YouTube. But alas, I mean, I would be lying if I said that sometimes the inspiration just is not there. Even on Jay's birthday spread this year, I was in the middle of just like having a time in my life. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't even put as much effort into the spread I made for YouTube as I would have liked to. It's still like something I'm proud of. I still stand by it. I'm really happy with the way it came out. But just in terms of like me using my creativity, I didn't really. So this spread was a chance for me to kind of, demonstrate what happens when I actually have time in my life. I'm also using the Deco stickers packs. I used to never use these. I'm the kind of person that has to think for, 12 years on where to put a sticker, and then when I put a sticker down, I'm like, well, that's immovable, and I hate it. So getting to a point where I'm trying to make sure I'm using my stickers, making sure I'm using my Lomo cards. I even used like this little Weaver's Shop gift that I got for the Yu-Gi pack, that little picture of him down there. Some of these also are just Lomo cards, others are stickers, but I want to start using them because I don't want them to go to waste. But I'm so happy with this spread. It's so bright and colorful, which I love, because last year I did a bright and colorful spread for Sunoo. It was like a gift box that you'd open the doors of, and it was like mint chocolate themed. But by far and away, this is now like my new birthday style. I love this so much. I'm so glad that I started doing it. And, you know, now I just want to do it for everything. So you're probably going to see this multiple times this year. I also did forget what day his birthday was for a second. I was getting it confused between the 23rd and the 24th. So, yeah, had to call it to mind there. But we are now starting to come to the end of this video. All I'm doing now is just doing this little happy birthday calligraphy, and then I'm going to write a little message on the Moments of Sunoo card like I usually do. So happy birthday to Sunoo, our literal sunshine. I had such a fun time making this spread. If you did enjoy, please do remember to like and subscribe. I can hardly believe it's June. I can't believe that we've already made this video. I can't believe it's June. But yeah, happy birthday, Sunoo. I can't wait to see what else he's got in store for us. But I will leave the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.